Hello friends, welcome and namaskar. Today we will learn about some basic formulas of Excel which we can use frequently, or we can say those are very useful and we must have understanding of those formulas if we want to work with Excel or we want to play around with Excel formulas, right? So if we quickly want to know about formulas, then Excel provides a very wide range of formulas and we can use them as and when we required in our Excel book. So if we want to segregate those Excel formulas, then we can see that there are a lot of formulas like financial, date and time, statistic related formulas, and database related formulas, tax related formulas. We cannot cover all these formulas in this one lecture only. So here we are covering most of the formulas which are used. Okay. So what are those formulas? First one we can use average. So if we want to generate average or we want to know average of any numeric value, then we can use average formula, right? Similar we can use sum. So if we want to add some values, uh, then we definitely need some formula. We can also add values from a specific particular range, right? We have another formula of as SUMIF. So SUMIF allows to sum the values on the basis of a particular criteria. We can give a logical criteria to sum the values. We have another formula which is known as count. So we can, as similar as sum, we can count the values of a particular range. We have one another formula as count A. So count A works as a count the range of cells which are not empty or which have some data in them. So if any row or if any cell is empty, then system will not count if we are putting count A formula. As opposed of count A, we have another formula as count blank. So it counts the values or cells which have blank values. Another one is COUNTIF. So COUNTIF is provides us the range of cells which are allows the count of values on the basis of a specific criteria, like we were discussing for SUMIF, right? Some another formulas we can use max or min. So these formulas will allow us to show maximum value or minimum value of particular selected range, right? We have another formula is subtract. So if we want to do, subtract the value from one to another, then we can use subtract. We can multiply the numeric values, we can divide the numeric values, right? So these are actually numeric formulas, and as we are using Excel, so we need to know about these formulas also. Apart from these, we also have some logical formulas as well, which are mostly used in Excel. So one of them is known as concatenate. So concatenate. So it allows us to join several cell values, and we can show those joins in particular single value. Like if my name is Vikas and my surname is Agarwal, and if I want to concatenate, or if I want to join the values and want to show that Vikas Agarwal, then I can use concatenate formula and do this thing. We have another most useful function as VLOOKUP, which allows to look up the selected values from provided range and print the particular value. We have another formula as if. So if provides us a logical test, like if suppose if I want to know that suppose if in a students list I want to know that anyone having more than 50% marks or not. If they are getting more than 50%, then they will be treated as pass, or if they are getting less than 50%, then they will be treated as fail. So that can be defined through a formula. We have another function as drop down. So drop down allows us to uh, select the value from a list. So we will have a drop down button which will show all the values, and we can select the particular value as per our requirement, right? So these are the formulas we can use. Now we will learn one by one, and we will cover each of the formula with some Excel datas, right? So before starting, I want to let you know about BODMAS rule, which explains the order of operation or execution for mathematical expressions that involves more than one operation. Like we have multiple operations, multiple expressions in single table or single data, then system will follow BODMAS rules. BODMAS stands for this bracket, order, divide, multiple, addition or subtraction. So system will follow, or Excel will follow this BODMAS rule for calculate or for work on any mathematical expression, right? So for understanding, we will learn like through this example where I am mentioning call charges. So let's say a particular telephone company is providing us free minutes per day as 150 minutes, and after 150 minutes they will charge 50 paisa for per minute, right? And we used 350 minutes in a particular day. So if I want to know total cost of that call charges, then what I will do, I will do 150, sorry, 350 minus 150 multiplied by zero point 0.5. So what should be my answer? My answer should be 350 minus 150 equals to 200. 200 into 0.50, that means 100. So 100 rupees should be my answer, right? But if I do this as a simple formula, then it is showing 275, which is some anonymous value we can say, and that is not correct. Why it is showing like this? Because we didn't follow the BODMAS rule, right? So BODMAS says that firstly system will show uh, in this format, right? So it is minus is showing, then multiply is coming. So which one will come first? Multiply will come first. So it is multiplied 350. It is multiplied 150 into zero point 0.5, that is 75. 75 and then it is minus 350 minus 75, so it is showing 275. That is not correct. So rectify this to rectify this formula, we need to follow BODMAS concept, and we will put bracket from this. So firstly, system will check whether there is any bracket or not. If bracket is available, then in bracket system will calculate the values, and then after post bracket the calculation will happen. So now we can see that total cost is coming 100, which is correct, right? So it is called as BODMAS formula. So now, after understanding of BODMAS, we will learn about some of the basic numeric formulas, and I have a dummy data sheet for go through with each of the formula, right? So this is my dummy data sheet where we can see that we have a student name with us, and the class and marks with us, right? So we have total number of students some 13 14 students we have, and they have they are in different class, and they obtained some different numbers. So we will follow these formulas, and let's check what will be the results, right? So so firstly I want to know average. So for average I will simply go and I will put average here, right? And simply I will click on equals to sign. Every formula will start from with equals to sign only, right? So no formula will be available, no formula will work if we are not putting equals to sign before that formula, right? So if average is coming, and we will click on this tab button. So after tab button, system is showing number one, number two. So we can do like 60, comma 72, comma 91, comma 75, like this, and it will show 74.5 for all these four values, right? Like see here, it is also showing 74.5, right? Or we can do one more thing, we can select values as range, average, and then after we will click here and drag our mouse cursor here and simply click on enter. So now system is showing average of all these items, right? So it is showing 75.69 here, and 75.69 is the average of all the selected values. So if my range is, I decrease my range, so it will change as like, right? Next one is sum. So sum is like a summation of all the values, selected values. So as like average, we can also like sum and number 60, comma 75, comma 91, comma 85, right? Like this we can do, or we can also do sum of 60 plus 54, like this, right? So both equals to, and oh sorry, comma and plus both will work. And same as like these, we can also select range for sum, right? So for selecting the range, we can do sum and simply click on tab button and select value from here and drag our cursor and enter. So now it is showing 984, that is sum of all these values. So all the selected range, so sum is coming as 984. And what is sum if? SUMIF is showing like if we want to uh, check value, or if we want to sum the values on the basis of particular criteria, then we will use SUMIF function. So like in this Excel sheet or in this data, we want to know sum of class fourth class students number, right? So then we will use SUMIF function. How we will use? So we will click on equal to sign and sum if, and then tab button, then range. System is asking for range. So range is my I will select the criteria will be lies in this range. Then after comma and criteria, like I will put fourth, right? And then it is asking for sum range. So where I want to know collect my sum, so that is the range, right? So now it is showing 348 for fourth class student. Let's see one by one. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. So it is showing 348, right? You can see here, and 348 is coming in. If I want to change this as 5, it is simply change as 409. Getting this? So for SUMIF provides sum of a particular range on the basis of a specific criteria defined by us, right? As like sum, we have another formula is count. So count counts the value of all the selected in, but it counts values which are only numeric, right? So for counting the value, we will click on equal to and count tab, and we will select values this, right? So it is showing 13. So these are 13 numbers, 13 mark students number we are showing that. That's why it is showing count. But what if I want to count this? Let's try. So equals to count and this. So it is showing 0. Why it is showing 0? It is showing 0 because uh, count allows us to count the values which are only numeric. So if I want to count the values which are not numeric, then I need to check count a function, right? So countable works like this, equals to count a, and now I will select these values. It is showing 13, correct? So count allows for only numeric values, and count a provides us the facility to count the values which are not numeric. Getting? Now another formula is count blank. So suppose in this range I will select value. In this range I will select expand my value as till 19. So C15 to C19. So now my range is up to C19, but it is still showing 13 characters, right? So or 13 count. I want to know the values of these blank records, right? Then what I will do, I will simply use count blank formula, equals to count blank, right? And range, my range will be this. Sorry, this will be my range. Now it is showing 4. So 1 2 3 4 up to 9th row. I have 4 rows which are not having any kind of data. So that is the functionality of count blank. Another formula is COUNTIF. So COUNTIF works like SUMIF, like we can count the values on the basis of particular criteria or on the basis of particular logical uh, criteria, right? So like as we use the SUMIF, COUNTIF, COUNTIF, and COUNTIF it is asking for range and criteria. So my range is this, and my criteria is uh, fourth or fifth I will put. So it is showing 5 values are having fifth. 1 2 3 4 5, right? So this is COUNTIF. Now if I want to know maximum number or minimum number, then it must be required that those values must be in numeric. So if I want to check maximum minimum, I want to abstract maximum or minimum from these alphanumeric values, then system will not show any value and it will show error in our formula. Let's try with our error first. So we will have basic understanding, equals to max, and we will select this value. So it is showing 0 because there is no maximum values in this, right? And now if I shift my range in marks, then what will happen? It is showing 91 is maximum value in this selected range. Getting? If I want to check minimum value, then simply I will click equals to, then minimum, and select the range. That's it. So it is showing 60 as a minimum value. So like this. And now as we learn about summation, for summation we will use plus sign. For subtract or multiple or divide, we will use particular sign for those. So for subtract, like I want to subtract from this value to this, so it is showing 12. So simple, guys. We just need to select first value and second value. And one more thing I want to know you, we can see like here. So you when you double click on this formula, or you open this formula in editable mode, like through F2 button, then you can see that there are values are coming in different kind of colors, and those are shown in these colors. So we can identify that where is the which data is selected in which particular requirement, or if we want to take this, we want to modify this, so we just select the value and we can change the particular range, right? In, same thing like in subtract, we can see that E4 is showing in blue and E3 is showing in orange color. So if we want to change E3 to this E5, then simply click on 5, right? It is showing minus 9, 19, that is fine. 90, 72 minus 91, it will show 19, right? And as like subtraction, we can also do multiplication, like equals to this multiplied by this, fine. We also can do divide through using divide sign, right? Equals to like this divided by 5. Simple. There is no other thing we need. Just like we are doing in our notebook, we can just do here, right? Now we will move to concatenate formula. So as we know that concatenate allows us to join multiple cell data in a single cell. So we will use this data to learn about concatenate, right? So we have first name and last name with us, and Vikas and Pradhan, Vinay Sharma, Ankit Verma. Now I want to see those value in a single range. So what I will do, I will just click on equals to and concatenate and tab, and then it is showing text 1, text 2, text 3 like this. So text 1 is this and comma and text 2, that's it. So it is showing Vikas Pradhan here. So it just concatenate or club the values or merge the values and showing in another cell or wherever we need this data, right? But we can see that it is showing without any space. So if we want to put any space in this, so we will do C3 and then this and this space and double first comma. Now it is showing Vikas Pradhan like this. Move our cursor here and it will show all the values. So this is basic concatenate formula. If you want to learn concatenate in detail, then please comment me on below so that I can prepare a detailed video on this, right? Next is VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is being used for look up the values from the required provided range, right? So I have a detailed video or detailed separate dedicated video on VLOOKUP functionality where I described all the functions, all the details of VLOOKUP, how the VLOOKUP works, how other things of VLOOKUP, etc. So please check out Excel series for getting details understanding on VLOOKUP. Here we will quickly learn what is VLOOKUP and how it works. So we have one dummy data here, and in this data we have name, mobile number, or age, or yearly income of those 4 or 5 persons, or 4 or 5. We can say these are my friends, four friends, and I mentioned those mobile number and those age and those yearly income. So now I want to check that on the basis of particular name which I will provide, I want to get mobile number or age or yearly income of those people. So what I will use, I will use VLOOKUP formula. Suppose I have my name here Suresh, and I want to know mobile number, age or yearly income. Then what I will do, equals to VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP, then lookup value system is asking for lookup value. Lookup value is this Suresh, and from where I want to get, from this table. It is asking for table array. So table array is this table range. I want to get the value, and which column. Now it is asking for column index number. Column index number is for mobile number we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Second number of column we required in mobile number, and then we need to select group approximate means, right? So it is showing mobile number of this. Again for this I will use is VLOOKUP value is this, comma range, comma 3, comma 2, right? Equals to lookup value, comma range, comma 4, comma 5. So now it is showing mobile number, age, and yearly income of Mr. Suresh. If I want to change this as Vivek, so system will automatically change the values of all these required things, right? So this is the VLOOKUP functionality. I have described detailed discussion on this on my different video, right? Next, which formula we want to learn, that is if formula. So if we want to want that on the basis of a logical test, we want some kind of result or some calculation, or we need to, so that we will use a formula. Let me remove this data and we will use a formula here. So we have marks of different students, and marks obtained by those students are mentioned here. So I want that if any student is getting marks below 70 or below, we can say, yeah, 75, then we will treat that student's grade is grade D, and if it is above 75, then we will give grade C for that student, right? So what I will do, equals to if, and it is asking for logical test first. So logical test is this value should be less than or equal to 75. That is my logical test. So if this value is less than or equal to, then if it is true, then what I will do, if it is true, then I will put as grade D, right? And if it is false, then that means it is greater than 675, then we will give grade C, right? And enter. So as the value 60 is below 75, henceforth system has given grade D. And in case of 72 is also below 75, it is grade C, because 91 is greater than 75. So So now system is showing grade D or grade C on the basis of particular logical formula, logical concept, logical test we have implemented in if, right? Now we will move for drop down. So drop down, like in case of VLOOKUP, we were having values on the basis of selected name. So I need to change the values in this every time for name, right? So what I will do, instead of selecting the name, what I will do, I will put a drop down button here. For this, I will go to data, and in data validation I will select here as this and select the range. So what is my range? My range is this, right? And simply OK. Now you can see that a drop down button is showing here. We can select value and system will automatically change the values, right? Okay, so this is how easily we can implement basic Excel formula in our Excel workbook. Today we learn about average formula, sum, SUMIF, count, COUNTIF, count blank, COUNTIF function, maximum function, minimum, subtract, multiplication, division. We learned about BODMAS rule. We learned about VLOOKUP, concatenate, if formula, drop down, etc. Right? So if require any detailed video on any of these formulas, then please mark this comment, your comment, and I will be happy to explain the things in details. Thank you for tuning me. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I am going to see you in the next video. Thank you.